So guys, today I'm going to analyze gold, actually, a commodity. So my plan is now to add silver and gold to my analysis for you guys. And as you can see on my folders, I will go over the yearly chart and all the way down to the 4 hours. So you basically have the whole history of gold chart now analyzed from me for you. And let's start. Right, so on the yearly time frame, I have two scenarios for you guys. Scenario one is that is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking for wave 1, 2, and right now working on your wave 3. So in this case, again, we are looking for the wave 3. So that means higher prices, right? Of course, we're here on the yearly time frame, so this wave 3 can go on for decades. No one knows how long it will take to finish it. And then the alternative scenario is then that we are looking at a wave 5 to finish instead of a wave 3, where we have here a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and here looking for the wave 5. So again, also in this case scenario, wave 5, it can take a long time until we finish this. So that's just a long-term perspective. I don't want you to panic anything that we are now anywhere near to finish this wave 5, because we're not. Yeah, so we are still bullish. We are still inside this impulse. We have not finished wave 5 yet. So we are looking for high prices on the high time frames. But in this case, we need to consider in the future a bigger correction. If we look at this scenario or in this scenario, also a bigger correction in your wave 4. So in both cases, we are looking for a range / downside and maybe something worth it and maybe something we saw like here, right? So then let's go to the monthly chart. So if I go here to the monthly time frame, let's take a look at here what we have. So here on the monthly, let me put this on. I have one scenario for you here prepared. This is where we count this here as a wave 1, right? 2, and looking for wave 3 right now. So in this case, we have here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish your wave 1 in yellow and your wave 2 in yellow, only retraced in the area of a 236 to the 382, which actually is not preferred in the wave 2, but we are on the monthly time frame. And with commodities and stocks, what usually happens on the very high time frames is that this wave 2 retracements are not really that deep. So actually I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the 382 to the 236. I'm fine with that. I will take it. I think this is pretty valid for wave 2. The alternative scenario, which I don't have on the charts right now because I don't think it's any relevant right now, is counting this as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a scenario where this is not the wave 2, but the wave 4, and we're looking to end all of the bullish structures much faster. But in both cases, it's not really relevant because in the 1, 2 scenario, you are looking here for another 1, 2. In the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenario, you are looking here to again finish the structure and go to the downside. So the direction is the same. So let's simply stick with this scenario where we are looking here for a wave 3. And of course, for the wave 3, we also need a subdivision count. So we probably have here a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So in both cases, we are seeing this drop. So then where it gets interesting actually for us as holders, traders, if you want to buy, if you want to sell, I don't know what, is the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, the daily, the 4 hours, that's really what is interesting for us, or I suppose. So in this case, we are looking at this structure. Right, from this low, we should anticipate that this is the ending structure because this could be a wave 5. This is territory of a wave 5. So we need to be cautious on what to expect, right? So what here, I think this is pretty easily counted and clearly 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, but probabilities for the 1, 2, 3, 4 are much higher because this leg to the upside and correction are much longer in time, and not only time but also in price than the 1, 2 that we have here. And this should be a lower degree 1, 2, right? This is a higher degree 1, 2. So it doesn't really make sense that a lower degree 1, 2 is bigger in time and in price than a higher degree 1, 2. So that is why probabilities for the scenario are basically the highest, where we count this as the 1, 2, 3, 4 and looking at a extended wave 5. So for the wave 5 we're looking at, right, we need another subdivision count. So here we have a 1, 2, looking for a wave 3, 4, 5. So let's take a look at this count, right? We want to have the wave 5, so we need to look at the yellow count. So let's go down to the daily. On the daily, let me take the yellow count out, so we have a bit more things to see. Okay, so we have this wave 1 and 2 in yellow. So we're looking for the yellow wave 3, which is not yet finished, supposedly and most likely. Because here we are looking at a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to then finish your dark blue wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after we finish this wave 5, we ended the wave 3. We are looking for another correction sideways range to then see potentially the last push. This is important. 5, 3, 5. These are the last pushes to the upside we are going to expect. So in this case, we want to know when is this wave 5 ending, because we have an impulsive structure right here, right? This is impulsive. We need to know when is this ending. So let's go on to the 4 hours. And now things really get interesting. So before I actually want to start with this scenario, before I start with the bullish scenario, which we see here, and the most likely scenario, I want to discuss the bearish scenario. So ignore all of this at the moment. The bearish scenario is an A, B, C flat, where your wave 4 is simply not finished yet, and you will move this wave 4 to the right. So I told you the scenario. I'm not going over it because it is not relevant at the moment. We don't have a big drop to the downside, so we are nowhere near the target box of the flat. So there's no reason to think about it at the moment. But it's nice to think about it because it is still a scenario, but simply not that probable at the moment. So I will only cover right now these scenarios. Oh, my alarm went off. You probably hear that. Okay, so here we have right now inside the blue wave 5. Okay, we're looking at the blue wave 5. And wave 1, 2, looking for one clear upside, and wave 3. Then we need a wave 4 and 5. So you can do it easy, and you can do it a little bit more. Yeah, you can try to find this, right? What I mean with this is the wave 3. So you don't know when the wave 3 is ending until you see a range which is compared in size to this range of your wave 2. As long as you don't get that, we are simply looking for higher prices. But let's actually try to count the wave 3. So that is where I have no discount. So if we try to count the wave 3, I counted it with a multi 1, 2, counting this as a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the pink count is finished. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking right now to finish the blue count as well. So in this count, we then have the 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are looking for one more push to the upside to finish the blue wave 5. But that doesn't mean we're finished, because we are still looking for the yellow wave 5 to finish somewhere in the future. after we finish the yellow wave 3, and we're looking to finish the white wave 5 after we finish the white wave 3. So in conclusion, we are simply looking for higher prices. We are simply looking to continue this chop to the upside, where we have new all-time high, retracement, new all-time high, retracement, like you see it here, right? All-time high, retracement, all-time high, retracement, all-time high, retracement, all-time high, retracement. And we are simply going to do that continuously until we finish all of these structures. Right now, we are still working on the blue structure, so we need to finish the yellow structure and we need to finish the white structure, and we're still far away from that. So we have still more bullishness to come. And in general, this high here is highly going to be broken. So don't be too bearish about now, because we have this little drop to the downside. It's all a part of a wave 4. If the wave 4 ends here, or if we see a bigger wave 4 sideways and end the wave 4 here and then take all-time highs, that's also possible. But we are looking to take out more all-time highs continuously, more and more and more, until we see a bigger sideways range that matches the length of your wave 2. So with that in mind, it doesn't really matter what the yearly chart, the monthly charts say. The 4-hour chart and the daily chart, these are really the scenarios that are relevant for us right now, or at least I think that, because I don't really care what happens in a decade. I am here right now. So I'm looking to take out more all-time highs continuously. That's what the analysis says, and I'm trusting it. So with that in mind, I hope you liked it. Bye bye. See you next time. I will probably drop another analysis for silver soon, as silver is also a nice commodity we can look at. And if you want me to analyze anything else, stocks, for example, more crypto coins, write it down in the comments and I will take a look at it.